You have 5 minutes to clean up, she said. No emotion, just that clipped corporate tone she'd mastered. The same tone she used when firing middle managers she couldn't remember hiring. My wife's sister, the CEO, the family's golden child. The boardroom went silent. 15 pairs of eyes pretending not to look at me. I nodded once, closed my laptop, and said quietly, "Thank you." The words hung there, soft, deliberate. I could feel her confusion trying to claw through my calm. She expected anger. Instead, she got silence. I turned to leave, and that's when the first chair moved. Then another. One by one, engineers stood. No words, just movement. By the time I reached the door, 15 of them were behind me. My team, my people. Her laugh followed us down the hall. "Go ahead," she said. "Let's see how long you last without COBE's funding." I didn't answer. I didn't have to. Because she didn't realize the system she'd just gutted, the one she bragged about owning, was built on my code, my keys, and my silence. And silence is the most dangerous sound in business. The betrayal didn't happen today. It started months ago. Soft, quiet, invisible. Budget cuts to my division. Meetings I wasn't needed for. Credit reassigned in press releases. Every move calculated to phase me out while keeping my loyalty on a leash. She smiled through every knife she twisted. "Family," she'd remind me. "We look out for our own." But families don't sign contracts with your name missing. My wife told me not to take it personally. "She's under pressure," she said. "You know how she gets when the board's involved." I knew exactly how she got. Arrogant, fearful, desperate to prove her worth in a company her father built and left in her unsteady hands. When the audit logs started showing unauthorized access to the internal AI models I designed, the predictive architecture I spent 6 years refining, I didn't ask questions. I just watched. Someone was siphoning data, repackaging it under a new trademark, Core Vision. Her initials. That's when I knew. She hadn't fired me for failure. She'd fired me to erase the evidence. I left quietly that day. Let her believe she'd won. Let the board watch me disappear without a word. What they didn't know, everything she stole was traceable. Every dataset, every algorithm branch carried an invisible watermark, buried in the framework. 3 lines of code. My silent signature. It wasn't sabotage, it was insurance. For 2 weeks I rebuilt what mattered. My team, my servers, my product. They followed me not because of loyalty, but because they'd seen the truth. COBE's new AI division wasn't innovation. It was theft wrapped in corporate jargon. When we went live with Verity Systems, I didn't market it. I didn't need to. Investors called me within hours, some from her board, some from her competitors. Everyone wanted to know why COBE's groundbreaking system was suddenly under investigation for data infringement. I didn't leak anything. I just uploaded my old research logs to an open repository. Time-stamped, verifiable, undeniable. And then I waited. The message came 3 days later, from COBE's legal director. "We need to talk. Urgent." I met him in the same boardroom she fired me in. He looked pale, sleep-deprived. "You embedded proprietary signatures in every file," he said. "No," I replied. "I embedded authorship." He swallowed hard. "The patents are mine," I said. "Check the timestamps. Check the blockchain anchors. You'll find my credentials burned into every compiled model." Her father's old portrait stared down at us from the wall. The irony wasn't lost on me. She entered halfway through the meeting. Red suit. Perfect posture. But the confidence had cracks now. "What the hell did you do?" she hissed. "I cleaned up," I said. The legal director's phone rang. He answered, face draining. "Call a lawyer now," he whispered to her. "You're exposed." When COBE's stock halted trading that afternoon, the world thought it was a cyber attack. It wasn't. It was a correction. By the end of the week, Verity Systems acquired 3 of COBE's biggest clients. By the end of the month, 2 of her board members had resigned. By the end of the quarter, COBE filed for restructuring. I didn't destroy her. I just let her drown in the truth she tried to bury. At the settlement hearing, her lawyer asked what I wanted. Nothing, I said, just attribution. She looked at me like I was still the fool she fired. But her eyes, those sharp CEO eyes, finally understood. Control doesn't come from ownership. It comes from foresight. Now my office faces the ocean. Quiet. Predictable. The way I like it. People think revenge is a scream. It's not. It's a whisper in a locked room long after the applause fades. Sometimes I see her name in the news, consulting for smaller firms, still trying to rebuild. My wife asks if I'll ever forgive her sister. I tell her there's nothing to forgive, just lessons. I didn't win. I didn't lose. I recalibrated. Truth doesn't need noise. It just needs time. When people ask how Verity started, I tell them the same thing I told her that day. You have 5 minutes to clean up, and I always keep the clock running.